Good morning. It's 5:30 in the morning, and this is what electrolytes will do for you. Remember the other day when I was depleted of my electrolytes? I was dragging, and now I'm my normal chipper self at 5:30 in the morning. I am getting ready to throw a little party. No, I shouldn't say it's a party. It's a Sunday dinner with my kids, my father-in-law, and it's my buddy Don's birthday, and he doesn't know that I'm doing this, and he doesn't know when I call him up later and say, hey, come on over for dinner. We're gonna have people here to wish him a happy birthday. I just wanted to do something nice for him. He's always doing nice things for all of us. So this is just a way to say thank you, Don. Well, at this point, I messed up. I filmed this whole segment without any audio. I'm a little bit technologically challenged, and so I just got this new microphone and I really don't know what I'm doing. So anyway, I'm making ribs for Don's party. I'm seasoning them with a seasoning that actually has carbs in it because I am not going to be eating the ribs today. I am making myself something different, and I'm just showing you how I make ribs in the crock pot because it's just so much nicer to do it when it's so hot outside here in Tucson, Arizona in the summertime. It is so much nicer to make them in the crock pot in the convenience of my kitchen. There I am putting some pepper on there. I used up the whole kit and caboodle, so I threw that in the trash, and now I'm talking to you about something I'm not even sure what I was doing. Oh, here we go. I'm making potatoes now because, again, I want to use up stuff that I have in my refrigerator and pantry that I cannot use on the keto diet. So I'm feeding everybody my carbs that I can't eat. Here I am cutting up potatoes. I'm going to throw those in the crock pot also. It is just such an easy way to prepare food for a crowd. Look at me go. Wow, I am on the move. Chop, chop, chop. And then I was telling you something important, but I can't for the life of me remember what it was. I am probably about done with those potatoes by now, and I will be going to my pantry here in a jiffy and grabbing some frozen corn out of the freezer in there. I was telling you something super interesting. I know it. Okay, now there's the corn. I had 2 packets of corn. They all had a ton of carbs in both of them. Even when you take the fiber out to get the net carb amount, there's too much carbohydrate. Oh, here we go. Now I'm making some appetizers, and I was just showing you again, tons and tons of carbs in these appetizers, so I'm going to get rid of them, feed them all to my guests. 1 egg roll had the equivalent of all the carbs I could eat in one day, so I don't want to do that. And there you have it. You just got the condensed version of what I said in that long segment. I've been planning the menu, trying to decide what to make for my guests, and I need to figure out what I'm going to eat. What I did do yesterday, I made a zucchini lasagna. I could have a portion of that. Or I made the cauliflower stir fry. The riced cauliflower stir fry was really good. I put tilapia with it. I made up packets for the week. I could eat one of those. I'm not having cravings, and this food that I'm making right now, it's not tempting me in the least. Yeah, not hungry and not tempted. I am using ground beef that is 80-20 blend, 80% lean, 20% fat. I'm gonna season it with a little bit of adobo. I don't wanna get too crazy because since I've been on keto, my taste buds have changed. I did end up using Hunt's spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce because that's what I had in my pantry. I know Rouse is the best for keto, but I just wanted to use this up, and I will have to adjust how many carbs are in each portion because of it. And I may not be able to eat as much, but it is what it is. I am going to go ahead and sear these zucchini. I know most people cut these lengthwise, but I just want zucchini in each little bite I take, so that's why I did it this way. Okay, I have 2 cups of cottage cheese right here. I have 2 eggs in here. I'm gonna add some Parmesan cheese and some basil and mix this all up. I cooked the zucchini in a skillet to get the moisture out, and then I made layers like you would a normal lasagna with the cottage cheese and the pasta sauce. This is what it looked like at the end when I took it out of the oven, and it was kind of a sloppy mess, but it tasted good, so I'm glad I made it. Here are the portions that I made after to put in my fridge. I'll probably freeze some of these. The next time I make this, I will use Rouse sauce because there are less carbs in that sauce over Hunt's, which is what I used. And the less carbs there are, the more I can eat. But overall, I'm very pleased with the results. I have a secret. My channel is really little, and I could really use your support. So if it's no bother, if you could click like on this video and subscribe to my little channel, that would help me out so much, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of my YouTube family. It's so hot out here. My peaches are coming along nicely. I have different varieties planted, and I have an early variety that ripened, gosh, I think it was May. These are my August ones. I think these ripen in August. Here are my grapefruit. My trees are loaded with pomegranates, but I never get any. The birds always get to them first. Happy birthday! I made a lot of high-carb food for everyone else to get it out of my refrigerator, and then I ended up eating one of my zucchini lasagnas instead. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I had ice cream bars and Cool Whip in my freezer that I wanted to get rid of, so I assembled an ice cream cake for dessert. Well, that was our little party today, and I think everyone had a great time. Don was surprised. He was not expecting a party until he pulled into the driveway and saw all the cars. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to surprise him. His birthday isn't actually until Wednesday, so we're a few days ahead of schedule. And I was able to use up a bunch of stuff that was in my pantry and in my refrigerator. So I'm glad to eliminate the high carb types of food that I still have around here. I'm not even tempted by them, to be honest. The food that I made today, I was not tempted at all. I could have had a deviled egg if I hadn't used the relish, but I used the relish with the high carb content, so I didn't want to touch that. And then I gave my relish to my son so I could get rid of it. But yeah, all in all, it was a really nice day, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. It means so much to me, and I will see you again tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye.